Hello everybody and welcome back to the ASUS North America YouTube channel. This is JJ and I'm really excited to talk to you guys today about a brand new product that we're going to be coming out with. And this one's actually going to be something a lot of you guys are really going to be interested in. For a long time, really throughout the PC community, and especially for users that are display enthusiasts, so users that are really passionate about the monitor that they're utilizing, there's always been a lot of debate going back and forth on whether you want to value image quality, whether you want to value high refresh rate, whether you want to take in consideration specialized technologies that benefit your eyes, flexibility in terms of how the monitor may adjust itself, whether you have wall mount support or Vesa Mount support, a wide range of different aspects. And there's always ultimately come down to that you had to pick one monitor to offer you one level of functionality or one specific type of feature or function, but at the loss of another. Now what makes the monitor that we're going to be talking about so special, the new MG279Q, is that it's a really kind of a best of breed monitor. It's going to be offering you a huge degree of flexibility and functionality, but without compromising on the performance that not only is going to be beneficial towards the image quality enthusiasts as it's featuring an IPS-based display, but it's also going to offer a rich, immersive, and extremely responsive and fluid experience for gamers that are looking to have the absolute best fluidity, as it's going to be incorporating a high refresh rate panel with a low response time, but it also is going to be the first monitor that we're going to produce that it supports AMD's FreeSync technology, a specialized technology that synchronizes the refresh rate with the graphics card to allow you for an extremely fast, fluid, and responsive experience. But for NVIDIA gamers out there, rest assured you're also going to equally be able to take advantage of technologies like adaptive Vsync, giving you that, once again, great balance between having a great picture, but also having very high refresh rates. So we're going to be talking about a lot of the different aspects of this monitor. So let's first and foremost take a closer look at the monitor itself and find out some of the specialized aspects when it comes to the design and the external levels of adjustment. Okay guys, so first up right here you can see we've got the MG279Q, and as a staple of really all high-end ASUS monitors, we've really put in a lot of effort into how we allow you to have a range of flexibility when it comes to the ergonomic levels of adjustment. So as you would expect from a performance-oriented display, first and foremost, of course, we have a height level of adjustment, extremely smooth, very easy for you to go ahead and do that. You also can go ahead and tilt, so you can get into an optimal field of view, which is really, really key, especially for ergonomics, and you don't want to strain your neck. You want to be able to have optimal viewing distance. You can go ahead and make those adjustments. Of course, if you want to be able to rotate your display, you can go ahead and rotate the display as well. Also, of course, with it being an IPS-based display, the amount of color shift is outstanding, so that if you do want to use it in a portrait mode, you have that level of flexibility. Now, beyond that, you still have a couple of other levels of adjustment, which are pretty cool. So you can see right here, just utilizing two fingers, I can actually swivel this unit very easily. And that's because on its underside, there's actually a specialized swivel base. Traditionally, if you try to adjust a monitor that doesn't have this type of base, you're going to get a far clunkier movement, or you might actually have to pick up the entirety of the monitor and kind of rotate it or adjust it, especially once you have all your cables and everything connected to it. It can make for quite a bit more complicated situation. So this is a really nice touch, but it's very subtle as you see it. It's directly underneath the base of the monitor. Now the last one is pretty cool. It's something you won't really necessarily be using all the time, but you users that will go ahead and utilize this with a Vesa Mount will go ahead and appreciate this detail. So traditionally you would have to go ahead and unscrew the monitor itself from the stand. You don't need to do that this time around. You have a quick disconnect, which you can see right there with that one latch. I can go ahead and depress it, and just like that, I can go ahead and remove the monitor from the base. And same thing, if I want to go ahead and reaffix it, I just go ahead and get it into the inserts until I get my nice click. And then from there, I can go ahead and make my adjustments as I need to, rotate it back in place for you guys. So overall, a wide range of adjustments that you have available to you. And right there on the back, as you would expect, we also have a nice little cable retention, cable routing option built directly into the panel. So now that we've given you guys a little bit of information in regards to some of the ergonomics, we want to talk about one of the really big features. Now, before we get into the range of different specifications and specialized functions features on here, really the really big one on here is that this monitor enables AMD FreeSync. At the same time, also for NVIDIA users, you will be supporting adaptive Vsync, which is a great option for users that want to be able to take advantage of high refresh rates. Now, this monitor features two different operating modes when it comes to its high refresh rate support. It can go beyond 120 Hz refresh rate, And if you're operating in FreeSync mode, you get a range of about 35 frames all the way up to about 90 frames. That will work with corresponding AMD-based GPUs like the 260 series, the 285, and the 290 series of AMD graphics cards, as well as AMD next-generation solutions and a range of APU solutions that AMD has available. If you want to specifically check which graphics cards are available from AMD that fully support AMD FreeSync, you want to make sure to jump over to AMD's FreeSync website, and they'll give you all that information. Now, in terms of what this is really offering to you, it's really a game changer. If you've ever been playing a PC game and you've ever experienced some form of kind of micro stutter, or where you've seen issues where you've had screen tearing, this pretty much fundamentally resolves those issues, because what we're doing is we're synchronizing the refresh rate of the monitor with the output refresh rate or the frame rate of the graphics card. And what that allows us to do is, instead of having an inconsistent interval of essentially the monitor refreshing or scanning in a frame at a time when either the graphics card isn't ready or ahead of time or before time, you essentially have a perfect in-sequence experience, allowing you to have superior motion clarity, overall more responsiveness, and just an ultimately deeper, richer, and better gaming experience. Definitely for you guys that have not experienced it, is really a game changer. The level of fluidity and motion response that you have, especially in high speed, high action-based environments, is really absolutely immersive, and it's great. The great thing about it that you have fundamentally with the MG compared to, let's say, a traditional 120 or 144 hertz monitor with a low response time, in addition to that, is that you don't compromise on the quality of the panel. Traditionally, be able to offer you a high refresh rate monitor, as well as a monitor with a low response time, such as what we would have, let's say, like on our VG series, which gave you 120 or 144 hertz and a 1 millisecond response time. We're almost able to equal here with this monitor, but utilizing an IPS-based display. So this monitor features a 4 millisecond response time, which is extremely low. Very, very good response time, even for users that are looking for extremely fast response time experience in first-person titles and things along those lines. But you don't compromise on the overall color quality, the gradation, and the black level reproduction that you have available to an IPS display. So whether you want to really take advantage of those rich, deep, immersive game environments and getting all that benefit of a high-quality IPS display, or taking advantage of the motion fluidity and motion clarity that you have by enabling something like FreeSync, you don't have to compromise. You can get both of them at the same time. And as we said, while FreeSync is something that's going to require an AMD graphics card, for you guys that don't have a compatible AMD graphics card, or utilizing an NVIDIA-based graphics card, you're still going to get the advantage of having an outstanding monitor in terms of its features and functionality and performance, and can still benefit from its high refresh rate, low response time, and the IPS-based panel. As I noted, for NVIDIA users, pretty much all current NVIDIA GPUs, whether you're taking a look at the current 900 series or previous generation 700 series and even 600 series, all those cards have available to them NVIDIA's dynamic adaptive Vsync technology, allowing you to go ahead and have Vsync enabled, but you can go ahead and disable it when you want to be able to have the highest level of performance when it comes to the monitor. So that gives us a little bit of perspective on some really game-changing aspects when it comes to FreeSync and supporting adaptive Vsync. So let's go ahead and cover some more of the specialized features that are here on this MG series monitor. So we've covered quite a number of different aspects already when it comes to the MG, but this monitor is still packing more when it comes to its additional feature set and functionality. So one of the things I really love about this monitor, like most of you people that are going to be considering this, are not going to be utilizing it just purely for gaming. You're going to be using it for general productivity, for maybe a little bit of work, and as well as for your gaming or for a multitude of other purposes, right? And one of the great things is this has an integrated USB 3 hub built into it. So you've got 4 USB 3 ports in here. So you can see right here, I've got my modern generation desktop. A lot of times this might be underneath the desk. Well, you can go ahead and just run the cable from the monitor to there, and then from here you've got 4 USB 3 ports built in, offering you that high-speed, easy access to be able to go ahead and connect a wide range of devices, whether it's going to be something like your external hard drive, whether it's going to be a webcam, whatever it might be, you've got those available to you. Now, when it comes to the monitor itself, we've spent a huge amount of time to be able to customize the firmware. The firmware actually really enables a wide range of functionality that can not only complement gamers, but also image quality enthusiasts, as well as actually provide you some improved eye benefits when it comes to the safety and health of your eyes. So ASUS has rolled out a special initiative called ASUS Eye Care. As part of the Eye Care design philosophy, we look to incorporate a couple of specialized functions that can help you guys, especially if you're looking at your monitor for an extended period of time. The first benefit is going to be the Backlight Design technology that we have in here. This doesn't utilize what's called a PWM-based implementation. It uses a DC-based implementation. What that means for you guys is that anybody that's very sensitive to PWM flicker won't have that. And this helps to reduce eye strain, allows you to look at the monitor for a longer period of time. But quick tip for you guys is you want to take a break every 20 minutes and look at something 20 feet away to help to maintain overall long-term eye quality. So beyond that DC implementation as opposed to a PWM-based implementation, you also have another benefit in our blue light filtering technology. So what this allows you to do is you can go into the on-screen display and have 5 ranges of adjustment to go ahead and remove blue light essentially from the image that you're looking at. This is great for somebody that's reading a lot of text, a lot of email. Over the period of time, this can also cause more eye fatigue, more eye strain. So that's another technology that's gone ahead and been built in there. Now for users that are on the other side of the spectrum, and let's say are gamers, well, we've got some really awesome technologies built in here, such as our implemented on-screen timer, as well as on-screen crosshair, as well as our game visual technology, which is an advanced post-processing technology that allows you to go ahead and optimize different portions of the screen for, let's say, darker environments, giving you better overall contrast, better fidelity, and overall a easier to look at image that's going to allow you to have a competitive edge when it comes to gaming. Beyond that, of course, you've got a wide range of presets that are available to you to customize it to your liking, whether it's sRGB or optimization for different types of game engines, as well as for different types of content that you might be displaying, whether it's going to be images, whether it's going to be movies. All that is available to you within the advanced firmware, which is easy to adjust via actually a 5-way adjustable jog dial that you have on the back of the monitor, along with those quick access buttons. So that gives you just a little bit of perspective when it comes to those specialized features and functions that we have as part of not only the firmware design, but the hardware that's been implemented for this MG series monitor. So wrapping things up, we've talked about quite a number of different aspects when it comes to the brand new MG279Q, and definitely for you guys that are looking for a high-end display, this display does not compromise all the way around. You're getting really a lot of the things that enthusiasts have been looking for in a high quality monitor, whether it's going to be for gaming, whether it's going to be for general productivity, whether it's going to be somebody that first and foremost cares about picture quality, whether you're looking at a lot of images on screen, whether you're looking at a lot of video. This is also going to be a fantastic choice. Why? First and foremost, you've got an IPS-based display. You've got a huge resolution at 2560 by 1440, which is going to be a big increase from you guys that have been working at 1080p. It's just a lot more expansive, a lot more screen real estate, gives you a deeper, richer, more immersive gaming experience. From a general productivity standpoint, you can fit a lot more on your screen, be able to get a lot more work done at the same time. Also great for a lot of you guys out there doing content creation, editing, require linear workflows, things along those lines. But on top of that, from that gaming perspective, we've got a huge amount of specialized features in here that really give you an outstanding experience. Everything from, of course, that high refresh rate support, that low response time, 4 milliseconds, to also giving you that support for AMD's FreeSync technology and NVIDIA users being able to take advantage of adaptive Vsync and be able to benefit from that higher refresh rate. You then throw in the range of adjustment options that you have available to you, the advanced functions that are available to you in the on-screen display as part of that firmware package, and then all the ergonomic flexibility that you have available to you. And then you cap that off with a really awesome warranty. For you guys that don't know, monitors come with a 3-year warranty that offers our zero bright dot policy, which is really an outstanding option, along with advanced cross shipping. So a lot of monitors, when you take a look at them, generally from a lot of other companies, are just going to maybe offer you a 1-year warranty. Us offering that 3-year warranty with that zero bright dot, as well as offering that advanced cross ship, is a way that we not only put the design effort into producing the monitor, but we help to make sure to support the product after the fact. So hopefully you guys have been able to get some good information out of this. As always, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them here on the channel in the comment section. We'll do our best to go ahead and get back to you when you can. As always, we'd appreciate it if you guys can make sure to like and subscribe so we can make sure to keep bringing out to you as much content as possible. So with that, take care and take it easy.